Welcome back to R-TAC and Daughters, and today we're going to look at an oldie but goodie in our shotgun series. What we have here is see if we can get it in here. It ain't going to focus. It's a JC Higgins model. 5831, I guess. Oh no, it's a 583. It's the JC Higgins 583 Sears and Roebucks 16 gauge shotgun. So let's do our flyby. This is on loan to the channel from a friend. It has a tubular magazine and a 20-inch barrel. So let's take a look at it a little bit closer. You have your safety here. It is a cock on close, and of course all guns are safety checked before. It does have a stiff safety right there. That's safe, and of course it works. There it goes. There you see the grease and cosmoline still oozing out of it after all these years. Now you're gonna say, well, we got a tube, so how does it load? Well, here's the inside of her, and you see the lift gate there. Push the lift gate up. You need to clean it. Now the only way you can load this gun is the lift gate must be up, and for that to happen, the gun needs to cooperate with me so I can show you. Alright, so here we go. Now, this is that's the bottom of the loading gate. Here's your magazine plunger in there. Right there's your magazine, so you would load your rounds into there. So it'd hold probably 4 or 5 in there. So we're going to say 4 in the chamber, or 4 in the magazine tube, 1 in the chamber. They give you 5 rounds total, 16 gauge. So the bolt must be open, and of course the loading gate, it's got to be up in the up position. And then you go ahead and throw in your 16 gauge rounds there. At that point in time, of course, it's a bolt action. It forces loading gate down, and you close the bolt, and you're ready to go into business. So there we go. We got it down. You try to push it up, it won't go up with the bolt closed. So you have to have the bolt open, and then the loading gate will come up, of course, and then you can put ammo in the gun. It just has your no rear sight on the back here, and it has your bead right here on the front. So you get your beaded sight right there. And it's very simple, cool old shotgun from Sears and Roebucks that was made by JC Higgins and Son, or Higgins and Son. Anyway, neat old shotgun. We came across this at a gun show several years ago. Well, about 3 years ago. And he beat me to it. The guy was selling it for $60 because it was 16 gauge and he couldn't find no ammo. And well, I was sitting on a whole bunch of 16 gauge. So anyway, Ray whipped the money out before I did, so he got it before I did. Cool old shotgun to go. Pretty to go here. Pretty neat. You know, back in the day, Sears and Roebucks sold all kinds of rifles and shotguns, and it's a shame that Sears is no more like it used to be back in the heyday. Yeah. On this side here, it says it's proof tested, 16 gauge, and it is a full choke, which is good to know. Yeah, JC Higgins. It looks like it says 2 3/4 inch chamber. I did not know that 16 gauge came in other lengths than 2 3/4. Interesting. Learn something new every day. I'm not a big 16 gauge fan. I mean, it shoots fine. I mean, it is what it is. Bolt action, something you really don't see a whole lot of on the shotgun markets, except you see a goose gun or something like that. Or if you go to some turkey shoots, you'll see those goose guns with like 15-foot long barrels on them. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, 16 gauge JC Higgins. This is not the only Sears and Roebuck shotgun we'll be doing. There's another one soon, and it'll surprise you when I show it to you what it is. But that'll be for a later episode. But yep, this is our 16 gauge here. Remember, like, share, subscribe on the videos. We're doing a whole bunch of filming here lately, so we're going to be releasing a whole bunch of videos in a couple days. So depending on when you see this one, when it releases out. Again, thumbs up helps us on the algorithm. If you have one of these 16 gauge bolt actions, let us know about it. And if you have a bolt action shotgun in general, let us know how you like bolt action versus pump, or do you prefer pump, or do you prefer the semi-automatic shotguns, which I must say I like semi-automatic shotguns. Less recoil. Definitely in 12 gauge. 16 gauge ain't too bad. Good starter gun, good old gun to start. I mean, these are the jewels that a lot of people walk by at the gun shows. Is the 12 gauge, 20 gauge, 410s, and the 22 long rifles that are all under $150 that are used out there. Like the Marlin Model 60s and the Remington 597s and the old Remington Model 66 nylon. Of course, they're going up in prices now. A lot of those old 22, a lot of the older guys like them, the boomers, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. I'm a Gen X myself, so I really can't say a whole lot. But I like them too. They're usually cheap. They're plentiful. Ammo's all over the place. It ain't gonna hurt you to pick one of these old guys, girls up here. Good first gun for your son, daughter, nephew, niece, wife, boyfriend, whoever. Good old guns, man. And they're usually cheap. You can get a good collection of old shotguns, like all these shotguns I'm going to be showing you here lately. The 410s, the 16, 12 gauges. They're really cheap. The 22 Marlins, when I get into that one. I got a Marlin Model 60 that I've had for 26 years, and I've been trying to kill it so I can have an excuse to go buy a Remington 1022 to replace it. And 26 years later here, I hadn't killed it yet. I'll fire it until it stops firing, clean it out with some brake clean, and do it again, and it just won't die. So again, there's another one of those $90 gun show pickups that it's hard to beat. The only thing is that it doesn't load from a detachable magazine. It has a tube. Again, this has a tube. Remember, like, share, subscribe to the channel. That helps us out. Leave a comment below. That helps us out in the algorithm. Same way with thumbs up. YouTube is playing the games again, where they give us 2 or 3 subs, and then we lose 3 or 4 subs and gain them back, and then lose a couple. So make sure if you just subscribe to the channel, make sure you're subscribed. If you're an older viewer, we appreciate you. Make sure you're still subscribed to the channel. That, YouTube's up to their old tricks again, where they like to unsubscribe people without them knowing about it. So again, check us out on our other social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Gun Streamer. It's back up and running again. Also, Teespree for merchandise, Patreon, and I think I got us all. All of our links are on our main page in the lower right hand corner on our banner. You can go there and they'll take you to each link to each page. I guess the most important thing, remember out there, folks, is that it costs nothing to be kind to one another. And the world's in a state, especially our country's in a state where we need more kindness and togetherness versus division that the politicians have us going after each other over rights that all of us agree we should have. It's very simple. If you don't like guns, don't buy one. If you don't like somebody's speech, don't listen to it. It's very simple. You don't have to listen to that speech. You don't have to do all that crazy thing. I don't want to get in a rant here. Remember, costs nothing to be nice to one another. Let us know if you got the old 16 gauge, sweet 16s. Let us know about that. And we'll talk to you guys and gals later.